Greetings and welcome to this very special information dissemination broadcast from the Umbanda New Earth Ashram. The human body, our genetic vehicle, is the ultimate temple, or could be viewed as the ultimate means, the alchemical laboratory to achieve apotheosis, to grow your soul, which could be thought of as your spirit body, but your source connection. This genetic vehicle is vitally important. This is where transformation takes place. This is where ascension takes place within this genetic vehicle. I do believe that there's still a lot of misconception or misunderstanding of this whole new earth, or ascendance rather, from third dimension to fifth dimension. I understand it as states of consciousness, as frequencies of vibration, brainwave states, but essentially being in a more grounded, higher level consciousness awareness, where the duality that tends to impact the typical Terran, the person who is sometimes viewed as a normie, an unawakened status, unascended, a Terran, someone whose only point of reference is the third dimension, where they tend to see things dualistically, like right or wrong, good or evil. There's one way, two ways, or there's only a preconceived or predetermined course of action, typically dictated by the matrix. Whereas if you have a more elevated state of consciousness, point of reference, connection to source, and communion with your higher self, your angelic guides, well, you're going to be able to suss the system. You're going to be able to finesse, to operate in a more sophisticated, elevated fashion. So the spirit body, though, ultimately is our goal. That's what we're here for, I believe, to achieve connection to grow the spirit body, to rise in frequency, metahuman frequency. And I'm using this microphone right now to sort of hide the fact that I haven't shaved and not really treating my genetic vehicle with, I haven't given it a wash, so to speak. But anyway. But within this physical body is the ultimate vehicle of our transcendence, ascendance, our resurrection, ascension, and transcendence. It is said that to have a human body is an extremely rare gift, and there are countless souls without a body waiting to take birth. In fact, the Ebens, the Greys, the Zeta Reticulans, they are just that. All of them are, that's what they're all about. These abductions have been all about, is just to get control of this container, as they call it, a container for the soul, for consciousness. It's extremely valuable. It's extremely sought after. It's extremely valuable to have possession of this genetic vehicle to grow your soul, to grow your soul to the point where it connects to source, to your spirit body. You've created your spirit body, and you've essentially achieved apotheosis, bringing heaven to earth. The consciousness, the angelic light consciousness within this genetic vehicle. And through the body and mind, one can realize one's true self, which is the light body, the Atman, the Merkaba, the light body, to create this spirit body, which is your galactic cruiser. That is all. That's what these little TikTok dealies that are just got the nuts and bolts UFO government, the Luciferian cabal. They don't understand. These are Merkabas. These are ascended individuals who have touched source. They become galactic cruisers with their Merkaba, their light space vehicle. That's what those are. That's how they defy time and space, and that's why there's all this sort of negative press from the organized religion, the fundamentalist Christians, that everything to do with UFOs is evil. No, that's because they can't control that. And each person who becomes ascended and connects to source, they create their Merkaba, their light vehicle, their space vehicle, and you're cruising space. So the focus of alchemy, the focus of the Omband, the New Earth Ashram, is to, number one, clean up your act. Like the sign at the post office says, kids, stay off the grass. Get away from all the substances that you're putting, the poison in your body, but clean up your act. Treat this genetic vehicle as the gift that it is, and grow your light body, grow your consciousness. All is consciousness, all is mind, and that's what this is all about. The focus of alchemy is to accelerate the growth of the human soul within one lifetime to completion or perfection, apotheosis. One overrides the process of normal evolution involving countless incarnations where the soul is led by desire and attachment to the temporal, to the 3D mutant matrix, where everybody's got their smartphones and they're just that's the be all end all. They're hooked up to the orgasmatron in their virtual reality, and it's just one carnal parade, carnal fest. There's realms beyond, way beyond. That's what we refer to as consciousness, ascension, fifth dimensional consciousness. So we learn how to put the lower three chakras. They're part of the genetic vehicle, part of our apotheosis, our growth of our ascension. But there's realms beyond, and they start through the heart portal. So we want to be able to ascend. Humans are programmed by nature to continually seek happiness, which is essentially a search for one's true self. But it's a confused search because you're confusing these material carnal pursuits with the higher realms, the higher chakras, the higher energies, the higher energy vortices of awareness. And that has to be navigated in this realm. There's a lot of competition for your light body, for the path of your apotheosis, the path of your ascension. Don't get caught up in the matrix and all the little, and all that. What's the orgasmatron? Unhook from the orgasmatron. But essentially, happiness, most people understand happiness is looking outside of themselves, and to include spiritual happiness or spiritual fulfillment with the external savior program of fundamentalist Christianity and all the other organized religion, going outside of yourself. But you must understand that finding eternal happiness is about self-realization and turning inwards. It's not found outwards. So self-realization is about turning inwards and finding eternal happiness, peace, and fulfillment. The trials and tribulations and lessons of this 3D mutant matrix reach their culmination and fulfillment in self-realization and connection to your Atman, your eternal soul essence, which is the creation, the birth of your spirit body, your Merkaba, your galactic light vessel, your cruiser, your rainbow body, however you want to call it. But one transcends phenomenal creation and realizes the infinite source of creation within. With this awakening of awareness, one sees all of creation as an aspect of oneself. Alchemy, divine alchemy, accelerates the process of evolution, thereby allowing one to step off the wheel of birth and death, the wheel of samsara, the wheel of Maya illusion. One transcends desire, duality, karma, space, and time. One's true nature is realized, which is infinite. You are infinite. You are an infinite aspect of source inside this genetic vehicle, trapped within the third dimension, digital matrix, to experience that, to transcend, to ascend that. And you do that by turning within and hitting the subscribe button and leaving this video a thumbs up, as it indicates to the algorithm that you're going places, that you're moving on up. Namaste. Namaskara.